Hello, welcome to this week's episode of NDTV. My name is Corinne Brown, naturopathic doctor, labor doula, mother, and host of this episode, where today we are chatting about fighting the flu. If you're anything like me, you've been driving around town lately seeing signs for the flu shot everywhere. Now, I know my personal stance on the flu shot, but some people may not be quite as sure where they stand or how they feel about getting the flu shot for themselves or their families. If you're driving around town thinking, oh, there's a sign for the flu shot. It must be that time of year again. Oh goodness, there's another sign for the flu shot. Wow, they are really pushing this flu shot. It must be really important. Should I be getting one? I'm just so torn. Maybe it's a good idea, but what if it's not? Do I need to get one every year? I've heard it may be controversial, but I just don't know all the details. I wish there was an alternative option that I felt fully comfortable with. Now, the details of the controversial nature of the flu shot is not necessarily what I'm here to discuss. A quick Google search of the risks of the flu shot from reputable websites will give you all the information that you need to know. However, I will highlight my main concern with the flu vaccine, and it's this. It's not a sure thing. Vaccine technologists do their best to make an educated guess every year as to which specific strain of influenza is going to come around to try to make us sick. However, it's just that, a guess. It could be spot on, but it could be off by a mile. I fear that the flu vaccine is touted as a one-stop shop for flu prevention, but if I had a nickel for every time that I said health doesn't come from a magic pill, well, it doesn't come from a magic injection either. Getting the flu shot or not is an individual choice for yourself and your family. There are pros and cons from different angles. But I always encourage informed choice over following the herd or being forced into a decision. So do the research, find out the facts, and make a decision that you're comfortable with and move forward. What I am here to discuss is that whether you get the flu shot or not, your chances of dodging the bug are a heck of a lot better if you boost your body's natural immunity to prevent the bug from taking hold in the first place. An interesting thought to ponder is that the flu shot is very new. Before it was introduced or invented, it's not like everyone in the world came down with the flu. Many more people each year are exposed to the flu virus than actually come down with the flu. So how come some people get sick and some people don't? Well, it has a lot to do with the state of your health at the time that you're exposed to the bug and how prepared your immune system is to handle the onslaught. As well, the flu shot only protects against the one guesstimated strain of influenza that it was designed for. It doesn't protect you against a regular old cold. Influenza is a more severe form of the common cold and is contagious about 1 day before symptoms arise and up to a week after. I don't want to belabor the point, but this bears repeating. You cannot get a flu shot and then be all, I've done my part to stop the spread of influenza. There's more to this story than the flu clinics are telling you. So your smartest move above all else, if you want to avoid being sick and stuck in bed amidst a mountain of tissues this winter, is to hold up your body's very own natural flu shield to protect your health. And this is especially true in the very young and the very old. The flu can be devastating to those populations, so it's very important to prepare their bodies and protect their health. Now, just last week I was saying that bugs are our friends and we want lots of exposure to them and that we need to relax our cleaning standards a little bit. Well, I'm a Libra, so I believe in all things moderation and balance. So yes, in the middle of July, when there's tons of sunshine and fresh air, and your child puts another child's toy in his mouth or licks a public garbage can, what? That doesn't happen to everyone's kids? Rest assured that the child's immune system is getting training from those bugs and that it will be just fine. However, in change of season, when the days are shortening and the temperatures are dropping and noses are running and sunshine is hiding and the bugs are getting bigger and badder and nastier, girl, you best be washing those hands and wiping down the cart handles at the grocery store. Here's my little trick for keeping the greebly handles clean during this time of year. I keep a small spritz bottle in my purse that has vinegar and water and a stack of clean, dry baby face cloths and a Ziploc bag. Now, when I go somewhere that I need to touch a handle that I know is filled with germs, I just do a quick spray on the cloth, quick wipe, and put it in a Ziploc bag to be washed once I get home. This is amazing because it keeps things very clean, kills all the bugs, and is non-toxic. Okay, let's roll through 5 lifestyle things that we can do to help prevent coming down with the flu. Number 1, keep those hands clean. We touched on this a little bit already, but make sure you're washing your hands regularly. Avoid using your hands as much as possible, so maybe instead of handshakes, try a fist bump. If you need to open a door, maybe try using your elbow or your foot. And if you need to cough or sneeze, just as my 3-year-old knows, so when you need to cough or sneeze,
what?
Where do you do it? Into your
elbow. Yeah.
Yeah. 2, get adequate rest. Getting run down leaves your immune system wide open and vulnerable for invaders to get in. Get those 8 hours per night and you'll breeze right through winter without any troubles at all. 3, cover up. Make sure you are staying warm during this change of season. Getting a cold from catching a chill may sound funny if you believe that you only get cold from a bug, but remember, TCM believes that the pathogen can invade through the skin. More specifically, through the nape of the neck and the top of the shoulders there, which is known in Chinese medicine as the wind gate. According to Chinese medicine, the wind gate is the quickest way that pathogens can enter the body, which is why pretty much as soon as October hits, I always look like this. Cover up that wind gate! 4, eat a healthy diet. This is a great time of year to make sure that you are getting lots of high quality nutrients, but especially in the form of warming, broth-based soups. Just like Grandma's old-fashioned chicken noodle soup, it's a tradition for a reason. It helps to keep you warm from the inside out, and soups are great for maximum absorbability. If you're making your way through cold and flu season by eating rice cakes and fruit roll-ups and McDonald's, your body is all, "What is this garbage? Give me something to work with here." And number 5, hydrate. Fluids are great to help flush the system, and they also help to loosen and break up all that sticky mucus so it can be coughed up and hockalooed out of there. Stock up on hot water with lemon, medicinal herbal teas, or just straight up water, but make sure you're avoiding any sugary beverages such as juices. As an additional little bonus here, I'm going to include a very basic supplement list that can get you started on immune optimization to carry you through cold and flu season. Now, as you know, I don't usually do this because as an ND, I believe that 99% of health maintenance is diet and lifestyle based. And as an ND, I also believe that health care is very individualized. Depending on your specific health picture, lifestyle practices, medications you may be taking, past medical history, most recent physical exam, or blood work, some supplements may not be a good idea for you. So I recommend running this list by your ND to make sure that there are no contraindications. That being said, everything on this list is very gentle, safe, readily available, and effective at boosting your immunity. 1, probiotics. These can be found at your local high-quality health food store. There's a very large spectrum of probiotics available, and the quality varies quite a bit. So ask the worker at your health food store which one might be best for general immune support. 2, vitamin D. Since the days are getting shorter and sunshine is a little harder to come by, vitamin D is a really good way to boost your immune system. 4,000 IU, it sounds like a lot, but it's not really, is a really good dose to start with and to maintain throughout the winter. It's a good idea to get your blood levels checked by your MD though, because too much vitamin D can be toxic. As an additional bonus to boosting your vitamin D levels, it has mood enhancing effects, which can help to stave off seasonal affective disorder, which is a very common condition, which makes you feel kind of sad and gloomy through these colder, darker months of the year. Vitamin C is a great way to help to boost immunity throughout this winter. Start with 1,000 milligrams per day and increase by 500 milligrams per day until you start to notice softer stools, which is what we call bowel tolerance. At that point, you back off 500 milligrams and you continue with that dose onwards. Vitamin C is very safe to take as your body cannot store it. So if you take too much, it will cause loose stools and you'll just pee out the rest. 4, a multivitamin is a good idea, but I don't mean the supplement form. I actually mean in the form of smoothies, which is a much more bioavailable form of the vitamins and minerals, and it's yummier too. Smoothie! And if you're wondering how to make smoothies or what to put in smoothies, don't worry. In just a couple of weeks, I'm releasing a smoothie cleanse or a smoothie document that has tons of recipes and resources for your smoothie making pleasure. And 5, Echinacea is another really great, very common and readily available herb that is a great idea to be supplementing with throughout the cold and flu season. The great thing about it is that you can take it preventatively or you can take it once you start to notice symptoms. Echinacea activates your body's macrophages, which is your immune cells that go around hunting through your blood for any bugs, and they actually gobble them up, which is a process called phagocytosis. So Echinacea helps to boost the phagocytic processes of macrophages. So that's it. I hope that this information helped you to navigate your decision to get a flu shot or not. But the message that I want you to take away here is that your body is capable of fighting the flu on its own, but our job is to support that process throughout these winter months. If you're digging this information and you want even more of the great insights that I want to share with you, head on over to my website at www.brownrootswellness.com/signup and sign up to be on my email newsletter list. Whether or not you decide to get the flu shot, I support your decision as long as you support your immune system. Because remember, if mama ain't healthy, ain't nobody healthy. Thank you again so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on NDTV.